You can mark your attendance now. Please mark your attendance. Okay, then we are discussing the exercise and take page number 78. Some more questions are there. I think sixth question answer completed. Next one, that is seventh question. All of you, please mark your attendance and turn on your video. Good afternoon, all of you. Please mark your attendance. Those who join now, please mark your attendance and turn on your video. Okay, then take your textbook. We can discuss the remaining question answers. Page number 78. All of you take that page. Yes. Please read the question, seventh question.
The tropical rainforest has a large population of animals. Explain why.
Yes, explain why it is so. The tropical rainforest has a large population of animals. Can you give the answer? Why in tropical rainforest there is a lot of animals?
There is food and water.
Yes, food and water is right, but the exact reason is what? We are discussing about the climate and weather, isn't it? So we know that in tropical rainforest, the climatic condition or the weather condition which is adaptable for the animals, which means that in tropical rainforest, periodically there will be warmth and raining. Isn't it? In polar region, I told you that almost 6 months, if there is hot, the remaining 6 months it to be too cold. But in case of a tropical rainforest, the day and night have a equal duration, and also their climate and weather is alternatively changing. So sometimes it will be rainy and it will be warm. So this will be adapted by the animals. Okay. So that's the answer because of the continuous warmth and rain. Then next question, question number 8. Read the next question.
Explain with examples why we find animals of certain kinds living in particular climate conditions.
Explain with example why we find animals of certain kind living in particular climatic condition. You can say that. Can you tell me some example? You know about polar bear? You know about penguins?
Yes.
You know about some animals lives in the tropical region. So you can use all these example in case of polar bear. It has a fur and it helps to live in a cold climate. And in case of penguin also like that. And it helps from the predators. And in case of tropical rainforest, there are some other animals like a red-eyed frog. And it's like that the sticky legs which help to climb. Then what about the monkeys? The long tail which is help to which help them to grasp on the branches. So all these are the examples about the elephant. It's about a feature about long trunk. So you can write different kinds of animals and their examples in that question. The ninth question. How do elephants living in the tropical rainforest adapt themselves? You can give the answer. What will be the answer? How do elephant living in the yes, tell me.
Trunk.
Yes, trunk. Its trunk.
Their ear.
It's with its tongue which helps to sense smell. Then ear
Eat
also, also eat food. Then ear will help to make them cool during warm condition. Okay,
And
like
also
that.
hear soft sound.
Yeah, so in order to hear soft sounds, that's also answer. So you can write there answer of that question. How do elephant living in the tropical rainforest adapt itself? Likewise, different kinds of animals will be asked in this examination about the toucan or about the red-eyed frog, like that. Then next one, choose the correct option which answer the following question. Read it. 10th question. Please anybody read that question?
A carnivore with the strips.
Carnivore. Just a second here.
A carnivore with the strips. A carnivore. കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല മിസ്സേ?
Yes. A carnivore.
A carnivore with strips on its body moves very fast while catching its prey. It is likely to be found in
Which region? It is
polar
like
regions. I think tropical rainforest.
deserts, oceans, tropical rainforest. Where it is found?
Tropical rainforest. I think cheetah.
Yes, that is a carnivore with stripes on its body moves very fast while catching its prey. We can say that it is cheetah. And it is living where tropical rainforest. Okay. Then what about the next one? Which feature adapt polar bears to live in extremely cold climate? Read the options also. Anybody else? Romal, can you read the next question and answer? 11th question.
Which features adapt polar bear to live in extremely cold climate?
Yes,
A
can you tell me? White fur.
A white fur, fat, below skin,
Below skin.
can set thin skin, large eye, a white fur, a long tail, strong claws, white large paws, white body paws for swimming, gills for
Respiration. Which is the answer?
First one.
First one. We know that the polar bear which adapts white fur. Yes. Option A is the first one is the right answer. A white fur, fat below the skin, and a keen sense of smell. Okay. Then the next question. Read the question and answer. Muhammad Shanif.
Which option best
ക്ലിയർ ആയി കേൾക്കുന്നില്ല.
Aradhi, I think it's your network problem. All others, the audio is clear. Is there anybody have disturbance?
No, miss.
No, it's clear. Okay, Muhammad, please read it.
Which option best describes a tropical region?
Yes, read the options.
Hot and humid, moderate temperature, heavy rainfall, cold and humid, hot and dry.
Okay, what is the answer? Best
Second
option
one,
for
moderate.
tropical rainforest.
Moderate temperature, heavy rainfall.
Moderate temperature and heavy rainfall.
For a tropical region, it will be moderate temperature and heavy rainfall. Is heavy rainfall is right?
No, miss.
No,
I
miss.
think
No.
No, miss.
cold and
We can say that the exact answer will be hot and humid. First one. Hot and dry not possible because it is not always dry, but maybe hot and humid. Okay, there is a moisturous atmosphere. So we can say hot and humid. Okay, so these are the question and answers. Then did you have any doubt about this lesson? Do you have any doubt? You want to ask anything? Halima and Aradhya, please turn on your video.
മിസ് നെറ്റ് കിട്ടുന്നില്ല, മഴ പിടിച്ചത് അതുകൊണ്ടാ.
Okay. So, അപ്പൊ ഈ ചാപ്റ്ററിന്റെ അകത്ത് നിങ്ങൾക്ക് എന്തെങ്കിലും കാര്യങ്ങൾ സംശയം ഉണ്ടോ? എന്തൊക്കെ കാര്യങ്ങൾ നമ്മൾ ഈ ലെസന്റെ അകത്ത് പഠിച്ചത് എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞേ. The overall summary of the lesson.
Adaptation.
വെതർ,
Weather.
Polar region, tropical region.
Yes, the different animals, their adaptation in the polar region and the tropical region. Okay. Then shall we move to the next lesson?
Yes, ma'am.
Then take the next chapter. Chapter 8. What's the name?
wind, storm and cyclone.
Cyclones.
Wind, storms and cyclone. What do you mean by this?
കാറ്റ്,
കാറ്റ്, കൊടുങ്കാറ്റ്, ചുഴലിക്കാറ്റ്.
ചുഴലിക്കാറ്റ്. They are the extremes of a wind, isn't it? So, wind, storm, and cyclone. We're going to discuss. Let's read that lesson. So, take page number 80. Please read it, the first paragraph, first introduction part. Read it, buddy. Okay, Alan.
Orissa was hit by a cyclone with wind speed of 200 km/h.
Per hour, that is 200 kilometer per hour, which means the wind travels about 200 kilometer in an hour. Okay, per hour.
On 18th October 1999, the cyclone smashed 45,000 houses, making 7 crore people homeless. On
7 lakh.
7 lakh അല്ലേ മിസ്സേ?
Yes, 7 lakh, not 7 crores, 7 lakh.
7 lakh people homeless. On 29th October the same year, a second cyclone with wind speed of 260 km per hour hit Orissa again. It was accompanied by water waves about 9 meters high. Thousands of people lost their lives. Property worth crores of rupees was destroyed. The cyclone affected agriculture, transport, communication, and electricity supply. But what are cyclones? How are they formed? Why are they so destructive? In this chapter, we shall seek answers to some of these questions. We begin with some activities involving air. These activities will clarify some basic features concerning a cyclone. Before we begin, remember that the moving air is called the wind.
Okay, so in this lesson, we have studied about this wind, storm, and cyclone. Do you know the some name of any type of winds or storm or cyclones that occur in our nearby locality, nearby area, or in our state?
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Then
മിസ് ഈ ഇടയ്ക്ക് ഒരെണ്ണം ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു, പേര് ഓർമ്മയായി.
Tell me, anybody else? ഓക്കി നേരത്തെ വന്നിരുന്നുണ്ടായിരുന്നല്ലോ കത്രീന, റീത്ത, ഇതൊക്കെ നിങ്ങൾ കേട്ടിരുന്നോ? Yes. So likewise, different cyclones were hit by different countries. In Orissa, it was a cyclone which hit about a speed of 200 km/h, which means it travels, the wind travels in an hour about 200 kilometers. You just think about that, about 200 kilometers in an hour, and it causes many disasters. About 45,000 houses were smashed and 7 lakh people were become homeless. And also in the same year, on October 29, there is a second cyclone also hit Orissa, that is about 260 km/h. So we can say that. And what will be, how this wind affect our living condition? Because this cyclone affect the agriculture, transportation, communication, and electricity supply, everything. So we know that the cyclone which greatly affected our living condition. And what we can say about a wind? Wind, which means a moving air. Okay, wind is a moving air. Is it true? We can, you know, when we move to some note, when we run, what do you feel? There is a, we feel some wind exerts on our body. So, which means that it is a moving air. So, we can write that wind is a moving air. That you can underline the sentence. A moving air is called the wind. Then, we are now going to study the main properties or main peculiarities of this air. We know that air exerts pressure. Is air exerts pressure? Or high-speed winds are accompanied by a reduced air pressure. All these topics are now we are going to discuss. Before that, we are doing an activity. Listen that activity. Whenever an activity involves heating, be very careful. It is advised that such activities are performed in the presence of an elderly person from your family, or carry out these activities in the presence of your teacher. So this activity which include which need a hot water. So we need to take precautions before doing this activity. So what's that activity? For doing this activity, you need a tin can. You need to boil water in the following activity. What's that activity? Please read it. Sri Vishnu. What is the activity?
Okay. Take a tin with a lid.
Tin
Fill
can.
it.
Tin can, which means a plastic can.
Okay.
A tin can. The lid.
Half with water. Heat the can on the candle flame till the water boils. Let the water boil for a few minutes. Blow out the candle. Immediately put the lid tin and can be careful the handling the hot can. Vessels or a washing machine.
But put the can carefully in a. We didn't heard. കേൾക്കുന്നില്ലല്ലോ ശ്രീവിഷ്ണു, നിങ്ങൾക്ക് കേൾക്കാൻ പറ്റുന്നുണ്ടോ ശ്രീവിഷ്ണു വായിക്കുന്നത്? No. Please read that last sentence. Put the can.
Put the can careful in the shallow
metallic vessel or a wash basin.
Pour freeze water over the can. What happened to the shape of the can?
Okay, what happened to the shape of a can? Enough. Do you know what will happen if we pour some hot water in a plastic bottle? What will melt?
Hot water അല്ലേ മിസ്സേ ഉരുകും?
Yes, it gets melted or its shape become destroyed. Isn't it? There is a distraction in the shape of the bottle. So likewise, here we are taking a tin can and it is gently closed with a lid. Also fill it with the half with the water. The can will be filled with the water. Only half water is enough, and heat can be provided by a candle. Then let the water boil for a few minutes. Blow out of the candle. Then immediately put the lid tightly on the can. Be careful in handling the hot can. Put the can carefully in a shallow metallic vessel or a wash basin. Pour some fresh water over the can. What will happen to the shape of the can? What will happen? What will happen?
Its shape will change.
Shape will change, or you can say shape will be
A
distorted.
physical change occur.
Yes, there is a physical change occur. We already studied it. Which lesson? Yeah, sixth lesson we studied about physical and chemical changes. So you understood that it is a physical change. That is a deformation of the shape of the can. Okay. Then can you guess why the shape of the can get distorted? Can you guess why the shape get distorted?
Because the can is made up of plastic.
Plastic, not an exact reason. Why the shape of the can, that is because of plastic, it is a light material, the shape will be changed, okay? Then, any other reason regarding the topic that we discussed? നമ്മളിപ്പോൾ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യുന്ന ടോപ്പിക്കുമായിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു റീസൺ പറയാം. എന്തായിരിക്കും കാരണം?
Presence of air.
Yeah, presence of air. We know that the can is filled half by water, isn't it? So when the water vapor rises, there will be an exert. Inside the can, there exerts a high pressure, isn't it? So this pressure will cause the deformation in the shape. Then if you cannot get a tin can, take a soft plastic bottle, fill it with hot water, empty the bottle and immediately cap it tightly, place the bottle under running water. So this experiment you can do with a plastic bottle also if you don't have any tin can. Then recall now some of your experiences. We can see some other examples like this also. When you fly a kite, does the wind coming from your back help? Do you think is it possible or not? When you fly a kite, does the wind coming from your back help?
Yes, miss. Yes.
Yes, it helps to flow. It helps to fly what the kite, isn't it? Because in the direction of wind, the kite will be flying. Then, if you are in a boat, is it easier to row if there is wind coming from behind you?
Yes, miss. Front door to government.
So we know that we are we are rowing a boat in the direction, in the opposite direction of the air. So when the air or a wind hit from the back, it is easier to drive a boat or easier to row a boat. Then, do you find it difficult to ride a bicycle against the direction of wind? Do you find it difficult when the wind coming from our friend? Then shall we move towards?
No problem.
Handle തിരിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് ഇച്ചിരി ബുദ്ധിമുട്ടുണ്ട്.
Yeah, we will definitely find difficulty in driving a bicycle in the direction of the wind. Then you know that we have to fill air into the bicycle tube to keep it tight. Also, you know that the bicycle tube overfilled with air may burst. That also you know. When we fill the bicycle tire overfilled with air, it may be burst. What is the air doing inside the tube, or why it is burst? We are going to discuss that. Discuss with your friends how the air in the bicycle tube keeps it in shape. All these experiences show that air exerts pressure. So this is the point we obtained from all this experiment, which means that we know in the direction of air, in the case of a kite, in the case of boat, in the case of bicycle, it will increases the flow of all these things because there is a pressure provided by the air. In the direction of air, there is a pressure exerts. Okay, so that is the reason Why? These experiment have the which depend on the air condition. So this is here it is, see that we can observe all these experiments show that the air exerts pressure, and it is due to this pressure that the leaves of the trees, banners or flags flutter when the wind is blowing. Did you see that fluttering of a flag and what that banners will take place if there is a huge wind? What is the reason? Because there is some pressure exerted by that air. Okay, so that is the reason. The pressure given or the high pressure given by the air makes it is fluttered. Then you can list some more experiences which show that the air has pressure. That is the answer or observation of the first experiment. The tin can. Let us now try to explain why the can get distorted. നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞ എക്സ്പെരിമെന്റിലാവുന്ന tin can എന്തുകൊണ്ടാണ് അതിന്റെ ഷേപ്പ് ഡിസ്റ്റോർട്ട് ആയത്? അതിന് കാരണമാണ് എന്ത് പറയുന്നത്? The air, due to the air pressure. Okay. So when the can get hotted or heated, what will happen? The water vapor inside the bottle rises up, and there is a presence of air, and the can tightly, the lid of the can will be tightened, and the air will be exerted there. So this air will exert a high pressure, and this causes the deformation of the can. Okay, then why the can get distorted? As water is poured over the can, some steam in the can condenses into water, reducing the amount air inside. Then the pressure of the air inside the can decreases than the pressure exerted by the air from the outside of the can. As a result, the can gets compressed. So when the evaporation occurs, also there is an external force is acting there. Do you know? നമ്മൾ ആദ്യം പറഞ്ഞില്ലായിരുന്നോ പൈപ്പ് വാട്ടർ ബേസ് വാഷ് ബേസിന്റെ അവിടെയോ അതല്ലെങ്കിൽ കുറച്ച് പുറമേ നിന്ന് എന്തെങ്കിലും വെള്ളം അതിന്റെ മുകളിലേക്ക് ഒഴിക്കണം എന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. അപ്പൊ അവിടെ നിന്ന് ഒരു പ്രഷർ എക്സേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. there is a force from the external surface. അപ്പൊ ഈ എക്സ്റ്റേണലിലുള്ള ഫോഴ്സും ഇന്റേണൽ ആയിട്ട് there exists a pressure. So this will be collided, or this will make a competition, and what will happen? As the pressure outside the can is get much higher than that in the inside. So this causes a compression or a distortion in the shape of the can. Okay, so from this experiment we get the point that air exerts pressure. Air ന് ഒരു pressure ഉണ്ട് എന്നുള്ളതാണ് നമ്മളുടെ നിഗമനം എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. Clear ആയോ?
Yes, miss.
Okay. Then the pressure of air inside the can decreases, and thus the pressure exerted by the air from the outside the can. As a result, can get compressed. This activity again confirms that air exerts pressure. So that is the main point. Please underline that point. Air exerts pressure. Then high-speed winds are accompanied by reduced air pressure. The other activity 8.2 and activity 8.3. That is, these two activities are similar experiment. Please read it. 8.2, 8.3. ഇത് രണ്ടും ഒരുപോലെ തന്നെ സെയിം രീതിയിൽ തന്നെയുള്ള ഒരു എക്സ്പെരിമെന്റ് ആണ്. അതിന്റെ റിസൾട്ട് ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ എന്താണെന്നുള്ളത് നമുക്ക് പറയാം. ഒന്ന് വായിക്കാമോ എക്സ്പെരിമെന്റ് ആർക്കെങ്കിലും?
Crumble a small piece of paper into a ball of size smaller than the mouth of an empty bottle. Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. Now try to blow on the ball to force it into the bottle. Try the activity with the bottles of different sizes. Challenge your friends if they can force the paper ball in by blowing it into the bottle. Paheli and Boju are thinking about the following question. What is it difficult to force the paper ball into the bottle?
Okay, what is that activity? Justice, can you explain what's that activity? How to do that activity?
ഒരു പേപ്പർ ചുരുട്ടിയിട്ട് ഒരു കുപ്പീൻ്റെ വായിന്റെ അവിടെ ആയിട്ട് വെക്കുക എന്നിട്ട്
Yes.
ഊതാൻ നോക്കുക.
The paper should be in size which is small as compared to the bottle, and we should crumble a small piece of paper into a ball size which is smaller than the
Mouth.
mouth of the an empty bottle. Then what we want to do? Hold the empty bottle on its side and place the paper ball just inside its mouth. So we should hold that paper ball just inside the mouth of that bottle. And after that, we want to blow on the ball to force it into the bottle. So what we want to do? We want to just blow it to get that ball into the bottle. Okay. So you can try this activity in different sized bottle. Then activity 8.3. Like this, similar other kind of another activity is there. Activity 8.3 is same to that of 8.2. Please read it. Blow the balloons. Anybody else?
Blow the balloons. Take 2 balloons of approximately equal size. Put a little water into the balloons. Blow up both the balloons and tie each one to a string. Hang the balloons 8 to 10 centimeter apart on a cycle spoke or a stick. Blow in the space between the balloons. What did you expect? What happens? Try different ways of blowing on the balloons to see what happens.
Okay. എന്തായിരിക്കും ചെയ്യാൻ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 8.3?
ഞാൻ എന്റെ വീഡിയോ ഒന്ന് ഓഫ് ആക്കിക്കോട്ടെ ഒരു മിനിറ്റത്തേക്ക്.
ഓക്കെ ഓക്കെ. ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 8.3 എന്താ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടുള്ളത്? നിങ്ങൾ ഇങ്ങനെ എന്തെങ്കിലും പരിപാടി ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ടോ? ബലൂണിൽ വെള്ളം നിറച്ചിട്ട് അത് ഊതി വീർപ്പിക്കുന്ന?
ബലൂണിൽ വെള്ളം നിറച്ചിട്ട് എറിഞ്ഞു പൊട്ടിക്കാറുണ്ട്.
എറിഞ്ഞു പൊട്ടിക്കുക, അത് വീർപ്പിച്ചിട്ടല്ലേ പൊട്ടിക്കാൻ? അത് വെള്ളം തന്നെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് നിറയ്ക്കുമോ?
വാട്ടർ ബലൂൺ
ഓക്കെ, വാട്ടർ ബലൂൺ ഫുൾ വെള്ളം വെച്ചിട്ട് തന്നെ നിറയ്ക്കും അല്ലേ? ഓക്കെ, ഇതെങ്ങനെയാ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്?
കുറച്ച്
വെള്ളം നിറച്ചിട്ട് ബാക്കി നമ്മൾ എയർ വെച്ചിട്ട് ഊതി വീർപ്പിക്കുക അല്ലേ? അപ്പൊ അതാണ് ഇവിടെ പറഞ്ഞിരിക്കുന്നത്. ടേക്ക് 2 balloons of approximately equal size. Then put a little water into the balloon. Blow up both the balloons and tie each one on a string. Then hang the balloons 8 to 10 centimeter apart. Then there is a distance between them 8 to 10 centimeter apart on a cycle, spoke or a stick. You can use a stick. Then blow in the space between the balloon. So we can blow where we want to blow. We want to blow in between the space of that balloon. Then what will be the observation? Can you guess or can you imagine what will happen?
അത് അനങ്ങത്തില്ലായിരിക്കും.
വെള്ളമാണ് അതിൻ്റെ ഉള്ളിൽ, അനങ്ങത്തില്ലേ? നിങ്ങളൊന്ന് ചിന്തിച്ചു നോക്കി. നമ്മൾ കഴിഞ്ഞ പ്രാവശ്യം കണ്ട ക്യാൻ്റെ ഒബ്സർവേഷൻ വെച്ചിട്ട്. Okay, we can read the answer of these two activity 8.2 and activity 8.3. Please listen the last paragraph in page number 8.2. Let us try to understand the observation in activity 8.2, 8.3 and 8.4. 8.4 we can read after some time. Then 8.2 and 8.3. When we blow into the mouth of the bottle, what will happen? In 8.2, I told you that we can blow at the mouth of the bottle. Then when we blow into the mouth of the bottle, the air near the mouth has a higher speed. This decreases the pressure there. The air pressure inside the bottle is higher than near the mouth. The air inside the bottle pushes the ball out. So what will happen? At the mouth, at the tip of the mouth and the bottle, there is a pressure. Okay, when we blow to the mouth of the bottle, there exerts a pressure in between the mouth and the tip of the mouth of the bottle. So this pressure is much less as compared to the pressure inside the bottle. Okay. So what will happen? The pressure inside the bottle will be much higher and it pushes that paper ball towards outside. Okay, that will be the observation of that experiment. You can do it yourself in your home. നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഇത് വീട്ടിൽ തന്നെ ചെയ്ത് നോക്കാം. ഒരു ബോട്ടിൽ എടുക്കുക, ചെറിയൊരു പേപ്പർ എടുത്ത് അതിന്റെ മൗത്തിന്റെ അവിടെ വെക്കുക, അതിനുശേഷം അത് ഊതാനായിട്ട് ശ്രമിക്കുക. അപ്പൊ ഉള്ളിലുള്ള പ്രഷറിന്റെ ഫലമായിട്ട് എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുക? ആ പേപ്പർ പുറത്തേട്ട് തന്നെ തരും. Okay, then in activity 8.3, what will be the observation? You saw that when you blew between the balloon, they moved towards each other. ആ figure നോക്കി കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ നിങ്ങൾക്ക് അത് മനസ്സിലാവും. What will happen when he blew? When he blow it, what will happen? The two balloons are near to the air, isn't it? How do this happen? This could happen if the pressure of the air between the balloon were somehow reduced. The pressure outside the balloon would then push them towards each other. So there exists a pressure when we blow in between these two balloons. നമ്മൾ ബലൂണിന്റെ ഇടയിലേക്ക് ഇങ്ങനെ പോകുമ്പോൾ അവിടെ ഒരു പ്രഷർ എക്സേർട്ട് ചെയ്യുന്നുണ്ട്. അപ്പൊ ആ പ്രഷറിന്റെ ഫലമായിട്ട് ആ എയർ എന്ത് സംഭവിക്കുന്നു? ഈ ബലൂൺ they are moved towards each other. Okay. You understand? So we can say that from all these activity, there is a single conclusion. What is that? Air exert pressure. Okay. You understand the point? Air exerts pressure. Due to the presence of this pressure, all these observations will be happen. Okay, understand? So read this textbook 2 times before the next class and also study the last lesson. I will send you the notes of the 7th lesson maybe on tomorrow. Exercise questions also I will send. You can write it in the notebook. കേട്ടോ? ഞാൻ നാളെ ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും നോട്ട്സ് അയക്കും. അപ്പൊ നിങ്ങൾ അത് അടുത്ത ക്ലാസ് ആകുമ്പോഴത്തേക്കും എഴുതി കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തതിന് ശേഷം എനിക്ക് അയച്ചു തരിക 7th ലെസന്റെ നോട്ട്. അതുപോലെ തന്നെ എക്സസൈസ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസിൽ ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്റ്റീവ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻസ് മാത്രം നോട്ട്ബുക്കിലേക്ക് എഴുതുക, അല്ലാതെ ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ബുക്കിൽ തന്നെ മാർക്ക് ചെയ്ത് വയ്ക്കുക. ഓക്കെ. So thank you all. Now time is over. We can wind up the class. Thank you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, bye.
Next week.